Hello everybody, welcome back to more Let's Play No Kuni. Last time, we helped Rashad's daughter get back on her feet by restoring her soulmate's situation, well, I guess, completely flipping her soulmate situation so that she's in a way better one. And she joined our party, and she brought a familiar with her. By the way, this one's Moon, I don't know if you noticed that. I actually didn't point out like its tricks at all because we're almost done, but you can see it has Thunder Spark, so that's a storm element spell, and Healing Tear, that's a healing one. So now we have a healer that Oliver doesn't need to actually be focused on. Also trying to go to, okay, there we go. You also get Sea Sense. This one cures confusion, and Swift Splash, that is a water type attack.
Okay. We already have a water type attack though. We need to add a healing to arm though.
That is true. 2 sources of healing are always better than 1. Just get her drowsy drops.
Yeah, we only know stinking drops.
There's like a lot of people.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to yoink that lady's soul.
Yeah, but I want to do this first. So
I have to read the book first.
Let me finish.
Oh, I didn't let you see it up.
So Horace wants us to read something from the first tale that he gave us, and we have not done that yet because we also got far too distracted. So let's begin the first tale of wonder, shall we? The Cowardly Prince and the Lion. In a certain country there lived a prince named Tamalo, who was of sharp mind but of weak spirit. His father was a brave king, strong, wise, and loved by his subjects. But the noble example he set served only to weaken Tamalo's spirit. On one occasion, his father told him thus, "Soon, boy, it'll be time for me to retire, upon which thou shalt become king." While the announcement delighted the prince, it filled him also with a terrible dread, for he did not have the spirit required to ascend the throne. In his vexation, he wandered from the castle, lost in thought, whereupon he encountered a fearsome-looking lion. The prince tried to flee, but the lion caught him easily in his paw, lifted him to his gaping mouth, and swallowed him whole. At first, the prince thought he was doomed, but at length began to reconsider his position. At last, I no longer had to become king, thought the prince. After taking a deep breath, he said to the lion, "Mighty lion, I am the prince of this country, and the day after tomorrow I was due to become its king. Since thou hast now swallowed me, however, thou must needs become king instead." "King, huh?" replied the lion. "I shan't complain about that." Whereupon, the prince led the lion back to the palace. The courtiers were shocked to see the lion enter the palace. The prince pleaded with them from inside his stomach, and the lion was accepted as king. The lion proved to be had quite an aptitude for royal duties. Whensoever there was a dispute in his kingdom, the lion would simply growl at the quellers. "Stop complaining, or I'll eat you alive." Whensoever a bridge was swept away by a flood, the lion would simply use his paws to rip down a tree and lay it across the river. Regarding taxation and legal matters, the lion was utterly ignorant, but whensoever such a problem arose, Prince Tamalo would speak to him from inside his stomach and provide him with a sound solution.
It's giving me Monstro vibes.
After some time, the news reached the king that 2 dragons were ravaging the eastern and western edges of his kingdom. The people were terrified and looked to their king to deliver them from his terrible evil, upon which the king announced that he should go and smite the dragons himself. But even the fearsome lion stood no chance of defeating 2 such terrible dragons. "My dear stomach dwellers," he said then, "what in the wide world should I do now?" Prince Tamalo considered the lion's question, and at length provided him with a suitable scheme. The lion headed east, to the part of the kingdom that was ravaged by the larger dragon, and roared in its ugly face. "Dragon, I shall soon slay thee. I fear thee not, for no matter how large thou art, thou shalt never devour me." "Oh-ho," scoffed the dragon, "we shall see about that." Upon which he ate the lion whole. From inside the dragon's stomach, the lion said, "Dragon, thou now art the king of this land, for it is therefore thy royal duty to defeat the dragon, ravaging the western part of thy kingdom." At first the dragon paid him no heed, but when the dragon witnessed the humans around him bowing in deference, as Prince Tamalo had requested them to do beforehand, he decided to do his royal duty, whereupon he went to the western mountains and slew the other dragon. Once the other dragon had been slain, the lion commenced to scratching the inside of the dragon's stomach. "Ow! It hurts! It hurts!" cried the dragon, rolling on the floor in agony. "Have mercy, I beseech thee!" To which the lion said, "If thou wouldst not feel this pain, thou must promise never again to hurt the people of this kingdom." "Ah, very well, I promise!" cried the dragon in reply. But the dragon was a cunning beast, and Prince Tamalo knew that he would break his promise the moment the lion was out of his stomach. He therefore had the lion take the dabbling berry he told him to bring with him and place it inside the dragon. His berry was known to make noises that sounded like someone was muttering to themselves. With that babbling berry in his stomach, the dragon shan't notice when the lion escapes, thought Prince Tamalo. Later that night, when the dragon was sleeping, the lion crept out of his gaping mouth and went back to the palace. The dragon left the king and his subjects alone forevermore. The kingdom had been at peace for 10 years when the lion said to Prince Tamalo, "Stomach dweller, it is time thou camest from in there. Have thee take my place on the throne." Prince Tamalo was shocked and replied in a quivering tone, "I fear I do not have the spirit to become king, but thy judgments over the past 10 years have been invariably wise," said the lion. "That is as it may be, I am a coward," replied Prince Tamalo. "But it was only because I was protected by a great strong lion that could act so decisively." Yet the lion paid no heed. With a mighty sneeze, he ejected Prince Tamalo from his stomach. It had been 10 years since Prince Tamalo had seen the wide world outside, and he could not believe his eyes. The lion's mane was now full white, and his face was covered with wrinkles. Shut up inside the lion's stomach, Prince Tamalo had been quite unaware of any of this. "As thou canst see with thine own eyes," said the lion, "I have grown old. 10 years hast thou resided in my stomach, and yet not once didst thou scratch me or cause me any pain, as myself didst that dragon. Though thou couldst done that any time. The courtiers and subjects of this kingdom did not accept me because I am strong. They accept me because I have given them my all, by which I mean, thou hast given them thine. Thou art the true king of this country. Thou lackest not the spirit, I assure thee." In like manner, everyone at the palace beseeched Prince Tamalo to become their king. "Prince Tamalo, everyone is happily grateful for everything thou hast done. Our country needeth such a king, just such a king such as thee." Upon hearing these words, Prince Tamalo felt courage well up within him. As king, Tamalo gave still more of himself to his country, and despite the fact that the lion had retired, he continued to live alongside the king in the palace. Though many countries are ruled by animals these days, in all ancient times all kings were human. Indeed, the magnificent lion about whom you've just read was the first ever animal to be acknowledged as a king, and the world has never been the same since.
Dang, that was kind of sus in the middle, but ended up pretty good.
Anyway, now that we actually left the area, we had to cast Spirit Medium again.
Oh.
And to read the story I gave you, well, I hope you read it carefully because I've got a question for you. Ready? Alright, let's set ourselves this riddle. Good, here goes. There are quite a few characters in this story. Can you remember them all? Tell me, who's the third smallest out of the Prince, the Lion King, and the Dragon of the East, and the Dragon of the West? It was the... Okay. So
The third smallest?
Third smallest.
Out of the dragon, and the prince?
Out of the two dragons, the lion and the prince, who's the third smallest?
The lion.
Let's see. I like how they don't give you a multiple choice, they make you actually spell it out. That's not the right answer.
Is it not the lion?
The lion?
The third smallest?
Yep.
Okay, so prince?
Let's see, prince. I mean, there are really only 4 answers, so... I think this tripped me up the first time I did it too. I actually don't remember the answer.
Wait, can you look at it again?
You know the answer? Read it again and come back. What, the question or the book?
The question. There are quite a few characters. Tell me, who was the third smallest of the Prince, the Lion King, the Dragon of the East, and the Dragon of the West?
Ooh, third smallest.
It was the...
Third smallest.
Oh! I'm gonna assume... Oh. I don't remember if the Dragon of the East or West was...
The Dragon of the West was the one that was slain, I think. Could we just put in Dragon and look at the answer? Okay, so maybe you had to put in Dragon of the East. If that even fits.
Yeah, because no is already provided.
Although I'm pretty sure this one is Dragon of the West, because I assume the bigger one slain the smaller one. West? You're gonna guess all of them, I
We
guess?
put every single answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct! Very impressive. Your Wisdom Companion must be almost as good as mine. Oh, I said I'd help you fill your Wisdom Companion back up, didn't I? Here. Draw poison. Cure the effects of poisons and venoms. Toxins and venoms, even. Thanks, Horace. I suppose it's a bit mean giving a question like that, but you worked out eventually. And that's what being a wizard is all about. Learning to look carefully at every detail and understand what's going on. Shut up with the wise old man talk, will you? You're no flippin' older than Ollie boy here. I'm not. No, I don't suppose I am. At least I don't seem to be. What's that supposed to mean? It's strange. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Something really, really important. Never mind. I can't believe how much this place has changed. I'm gonna go see if there's any other towns around the world as different as these days. Any other towns are as different as these days. There we go. I think I'll head somewhere with a bracing sea breeze next. I may not be able to feel the wind on my face, but I can still enjoy the view. See you soon. Guess every answer.
Right.
Get the answer eventually.
That's the best riddles.
Oh, this kid looks beaten. No, you cannot have it back. I've not finished with it. What's wrong with you? Yesterday you said you would return it. Hey, you two, stop fighting. What's the problem over here? The problem is that this thief won't return to me the picture book I lent him. It is only a picture book, and a poor one at that. Who cares? I care. It was a birthday gift. You must give it back. Stop bothering me and go away. Crikey, either he's had his heart broken or every ounce of kindness squeezed out of it, or he's putting over someone's knee. You think he's broken-hearted? But he seems so lively.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on which bit of heart's been broken, and it changes your personality in all in different ways it does. Anyway, what are you gonna do about it? More importantly, are we gonna help the other lad get his book back? A moody boy is unkindly refusing to return a book he borrowed from his friend.
I thought you said a moody boy.
Moody. We sure are. I'd hate for them not be friends anymore. Righto, we need to find ourselves a drop of good old-fashioned kindness in it. But then we have a bunch of people around here that we can get virtues from.
Definitely about to get it from some of these people right here.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. It's like we're in the middle of the scorching sun. There's no way this milk is. Well, I guess it's like still water, right? It's still like flowing, so it doesn't get bad. That is how that works, right?
Nah.
Okay.
Definitely not.
And yes, the reason why I didn't immediately do those quests is because I wanted to get Esther first.
Oh, that's kind of smart. Capitalize on that EXP.
Yeah. Is it this guy?
One of these dorks has the kindness.
It will soon be time for the Banana Bazaar. What should I give them this year? You look excited, sir. But of course I am, young man. The Banana Bazaar approaches, and I will soon have the inestimable pleasure of buying gifts for my dear grandchildren. Gee, how many grandchildren do you have? Let me see now. If we include those living in other towns across the land, it would be perhaps 30? Jeepers creepers, that many? That's an awful lot of presents. That may be so, but for each child, I'm rewarded with the precious smile of a child. And their happiness is my happiness. May the ancients watch over them. Crikey, this man's a living saint. You don't see kindness like that in every century, let alone every day. Sir, would you mind helping us out with something? It could save people in trouble. It could. Yeah, it sure could. Please, if you'll help us. Very well, very well. You asked so nicely. Thank you so much, sir. Take.
That wasn't really informed consent.
Well,
he didn't tell him what he was gonna do. He was like, "Can you help me?"
He was always gonna say yes too, because of how kind he is.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's a little suspect.
Oh, what a marvelous sensation! My heart, my very soul overflows with warmth. Cool. Now it's time to take this kindness and stuff it in your heart.
To this child.
You got some kindness there in it. Can't skip heart, hand it over. Give.
I wonder what the other virtues are.
I'm sure we'll find out.
Or they just never maximize the mechanic. You only see 4 of them.
Oh, what happened? I intended to return the picture book, but then I... Truly? You meant to return it? But of course. I'll go and fetch it now. Forgive me for my selfishness. Thank you so much for helping me return to normal. Please, you must accept this.
Yeah, we need that coffee. A moody boy.
Mamoody.
Now we go to the car master.
Why? Oh, right. Very, very obvious reason to go. Not thinking about it. Okay, we're going to do that. after we grabbed this virtue, of course, that we got to at the start of the episode.
We did. Just left that hanging out there for the whole episode. By the beards of the ancients, we punished them so severely last time, and yet here they are, back once more to sow unrest in the fields.
What's the matter, ma'am?
It is terrible. Wild creatures of a most mischievous nature are running amok in our precious banana field.
Banana.
If this continues, I will have no choice but to spend my nights patrolling the very fields I work throughout the day.
Jeepers, that doesn't sound good. Are these creatures dangerous?
Dangerous? They would pluck and eat my very livelihood from the trees. I have no choice but to drive them from my land.
Boy, she sure is brave. And it's not every woman your age goes about fighting monsters of an evening. I tell you what she's got in spades, Ollie boy. Courage. She's the bravest lady I ever met. Oh yeah, Oliver said that. Say, would you mind if we borrowed a little of your bravery to help people in need, ma'am?
People in need, you say? To see a child as young as yourself striving to do good in the world is a fine thing indeed. Borrow from me what thou wilt.
Thank thee very much, ma'am.
I definitely nailed that brave voice. Oh, I see a conversation bubble. Someone needs some charisma for sure.
Is that what you think it is?
How odd. My heart feels light, yet warm. It is a strange feeling, but not unpleasant. Is that all you need of me? Very well.
I was expecting you to go into Old English. How many apostrophes can you stick into this one word?
Whoa.
Kid's winded.
It was quite winded.
Alright, Car Master, I've got a lot of stuff I need. What do you got for me? Oh, you do have the spear. I like how the Drongo has just like way more attack. I suppose the Drongo, I suppose Gogo probably could handle that anyway, so it's quite fine. Do we get the bone sword? We should probably actually get armor because clearly we need it.
Yeah.
We can just get mist robes for both of them, I think. There we go. Snakeskin cloak. As you can see, cloaks give more evasion, which I don't think I actually pointed out. Yeah, we can get the shield too. This stuff is actually pretty important. See, so we have a sturdy scale, this increases defense. We have the adamant badge, prevents knockouts when HP are high. I always find it weird when they say HP are. I know it makes sense, but it's just weird to read. We have a badge that provides a swell of the self-confidence so necessary for successful spell casting. Okay. Here's a braggart's badge. This one increases defense, a matching attack and matching defense. Sounds like it's really good for Orem there. Also the battler's badge, which we already have. And the sturdy skill. We're gonna be out of money. It's time to get more money. I will also probably apply that in a second.
You wanted to give it to Esther?
No, I want to give it to... I guess I could give it to Esther, but Esther's actually fighting much.
Oh, you never use the humans?
I'm gonna say it right now. A lot of them aren't... So, like, the familiar keepers aren't the best fighters.
As the familiar keeper is a type of party member, or you just mean other party members?
I mean, most party members are not very good at. Like, Oliver's an exception because he has spells, but I can say right now, Esther can't use spells, so she's not gonna be as useful. She does have abilities she can use.
You did leak there will be more party members, though.
Sure.
I'm just saying. Now I know. Before I thought there was only gonna be one. Then I thought there's only gonna be two. Now I'm like, maybe there's more. You know?
Maybe there's 10. Who knows?
Maybe that courageous lady can be a party member.
The lady without a name.
You just name them once you get them.
I mean, Esther at least had question marks, I think. Here's one.
Ask a master.
Finally, we have found the fiend who has been stealing our babanas. It is most frightfully fleet of foot, so do not let it escape. Flame robes. In eastern shivering sands, huh? Did we actually get the rest of these? Let's see. Nope, did miss some. So one of them's in front of the cat's cradle and the curry stall holder. Okay.
I thought when we got Esther, we were gonna unlock how to capture them.
I'm afraid not. We'll get there eventually, I'm sure.
It's assuming you can actually capture familiars.
Well, I never said we couldn't, so.
But you also never said we could, so I actually don't know.
I'm pretty sure I implied it could.
I mean, I'm not gonna operate off of implications.
Oh, I'm so very afraid. I can't bring myself to go. Should I do a Luigi and then mess up immediately?
Oh boy.
Is something wrong, mister? You seem a little unhappy. I am indeed, boy. Will you hear my tale of woe? Oh, sure. Thank you. You are a kind-hearted child. You see, I'm the purveyor of Alma Moon's finest milk ice creams. I've been preparing to set off on a journey to research a means of making my wares more refreshing and delicious. You have? Where are you headed? A village in the realm of ice far beyond the horizon. The people of this village are well versed in the ways of ice, and I hope to learn from them on how to improve my wares yet further. That's amazing. It takes a whole lot of guts to go out into the big wide world. Good luck. You do not understand. I cannot go any longer, though I have invested much time and effort in my preparations. What? Why the flip not? I thought you said you made up your mind to go. I have been assailed by an insurmountable terror. The talk of savage beasts roaming the land fills me with such dread, I cannot bring myself to depart. What has happened to me? I was once so brave and driven to take the next step in ice cream advancement. This doesn't seem like an average change of heart, Mr. Trippy. Do you think he's broken-hearted? I reckon he might be, Ollie boy. Lacking courage, if I'm not mistaken. And without it, he's never going to up his ice cream game. There's tragic. A Mahoney ice cream merchant is suddenly too scared to leave the city on his long-planned journey of discovery. I'll take that.
Man's trying to up his ice cream game.
We can't leave him like this. We have to find some courage. Tidy. Let's get to it then, shall we? Done. You got some courage in it. Cast Give Heart hand over, why don't you? Give. I have 1 MP left. 1 MP in a dream.
Why does Give Heart and Take Heart? Do they cost MP?
No.
Oh. So what? Why are we? Or we just don't have MP from before?
Yeah.
So those things cost MP. That's so whack.
By the beards of the ancients, I'm filled with the most powerful boldness. I fear neither beast nor man. I can endure any hardship my efforts might further advancement of ice cream. Tidy, looks like someone's back to his old self. It sure does. You're all better now, huh, mister? Better. I'm better than better. I must depart my journey at once. You have my thanks. This can express but a fraction of my gratitude. But please, you must accept it. Carrot cake.
Thanks. I think we just finished our sticker bowl.
Nope. Not quite. Hang on a second. The sign time. Okay, yeah. Some of them say like funny things after you restore their
Man wants to continue the advancement of ice cream.
Ice cream research. He'll get the 4th flavor one day, I'm sure. Props, you know where that's from.
No, I know the Neapolitan has 3 flavors.
But what about the 4th?
Tell me about the 4th flavor.
No one knows about the 4th flavor. It involves going on a big quest in order to find it.
What the heck? Is the Final Fantasy 12 quest?
No. It actually doesn't have anything to do with video games.
It has to do with real life.
It has something to do with TV. Curses, I lack the necessary ingredients. What to do? Is everything okay? The recipe for my most legendary Mamuni dishes has come into my possession, but I do not have the ingredients it requires. What kind of dish is it? It is known as a tikka masala. According to the recipe, it is a complex and refined curry made with the tenderest and most succulent beef.
I love tikka masala.
It's tikka masala. Cracky, that sounds like a proper tasty mouthful. My mouth's watering just thinking about it. Would you like to try it?
You eat Indian food?
Not often. If you gather ingredients for me, you will have the honor of being the first to taste the tikka masala since ancient times. A curry stall holder in Ma'al Moon lacks ingredients required to make the famous tikka masala curry.
You know it's tikka mahala, right?
Oh, it is tikka masala, sorry.
Don't apologize to me.
Thank you.
You're operating with you're operating with a lot of accents and peculiar words this video.
Well, I guess I'm going to say this is voiced at one point. That's the only reason why I knew how to say it in the first place. Or say it like that in the first place. Now,
what do you mean it was voiced?
I mean, it's not voiced now, but it will be voiced. Now, to create this masterpiece, I will need some fluffy rice, some tender beef, and a pinch of Sheik's special spices. The Sheik's special spices? Where do we get those? I'm afraid I don't know for certain, but I have heard that there's one known as the Sheik of Spice somewhere in this fair city. Well, that sounds like a good place to start, huh? Let's shake a leg and find ourselves a Sheik, shall we? If you have any further questions, do not hesitate to ask. Good luck, friends. Okay.
I used to play Sheik in Final Fantasy, or not Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy.
Smash Bros. I almost said Kingdom Hearts after that. I was a big time Sheik player.
I guess Kingdom Hearts is Smash adjacent now.
It is.
Anyway, we've met the Sheik of Spice before. I think I just remembered. Oh, okay, now it's like already here. This dude, we spoke to him earlier.
Who's that?
Oh, I'm so weary. Where's the fire I once had? Are you sick, sir? Sick? It is worse than mere sickness, boy. Much worse. I have grown tired of mixing spices, and the mixing of spices is my life. Oi, this must be that Sheik of Spice we heard about, in it? It must be, huh? But there's something
enthusiasm
up with the old feller. We'd best find out what it is, huh? We should, huh? How come you don't want to mix spices anymore, sir? You ask why? There's no why, there's only emptiness. But you are known all over his spice mixing, Mr. Sheik. Don't you have customers who rely on you? Perhaps I do, but I cannot bring myself to do what they ask of me. I can barely bring myself to rise each morning. Jeepers, we're kinda hoping you might mix some spices for us, but you're in a real bad way. I wish only to rest. Please don't bother. Please bother someone else. What? Save your breath, Ollie boy. The old cod is working hard in it. He is? He is. Draining every last drop of enthusiasm unless I'm very much mistaken. Hey, look! Another quest. Ma'al Moon Sheik of Spice is suffering from a severe lack of enthusiasm. We have to help him, Mr. Drippy. That we do, Ollie boy. That we do. Let's find a Sheik the vavavoom he needs to spice up his life.
Got him.
Got some enthusiasm there, ain't it? Cast give heart and hand it over. Cool. Dang it. Dang it.
Oh. Imagine you just teleported him to Motor Town.
Motorville. That would be awkward.
There it is.
By the beards of the ancients, what is this strange sensation? I feel alive! And I wish to make spices with more urgency than ever before in my long life. Neato! We did it, Mr. Drippy. That's some tidy work, Ollie boy. I do not understand. Is this thanks to you? That I'm in your debt. I must reward you. Here, please accept this. That's not what we need, sir.
Yeah, we need some tikka mahala.
No, we need a spice. There's one card.
Secret spice.
And if you have any spice-related requests, I would be most honored to hear them. I wish only to work by mixing magic. As a matter of fact, we do. Could you mix us some of your special spices? My special spices? Where'd you hear talk of such things? Keep your head on. Matey, who runs that curry stall, asked us, and he needs ingredients for his tikka mahala. I don't know where I got tikka masala from. Is that a real thing, or did I just hear that somewhere else?
Tikka masala is the real thing.
Okay. Very well. If that's all you require them for, then I will be glad to oblige you. But I do not have all the ingredients required. You must bring me those I am lacking. Sure. What do you need, Mr. Sheik? As a potent mixer, I require a turmeric root and 3 generous pinches of spicy seeds. Yes, sir. Thank you so much for agreeing to help us. Think nothing of it, boy. It's my pleasure. Return to me when you have the ingredients I'll require. All right.
It's kind of like ingredient questception right now.
This looks like a good place to look for some ingredients.
Oh, man. Kingdom Hearts 3. Huge focus on gathering ingredients.
I know, right? Okay. Just checking the time. So now that we're out on the fields...
You're not here with 1 MP.
This is the first... Oh, yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I got distracted.
This is the first time I've been out of Alma Moon in ages, Oliver.
And you sure do look happy about it. And you sure sound like it, too. Esther, the purpose of our journey is to take the trials. You're not wrong, Mun. They're in a flippin' day trip, you know. Get moving.
All right. Lead the way.
That's the spirit. Now then, let's... Hang on a minute. Let's stand by there and just move. It flippin' did, Mun. It's a monster in it. Right then, Ollie boy. Since you're going to be fighting with Esther from now on, I better teach you some new moves in it. Ready, you two?
Yes.
Oh, you remember this dude?
We can do this.
I'm about to get waxed.
Now, that was kind of awkward. We did die during the tutorial. Now you and Esther can fight together, Mun. Double trouble, tiny, actual double trouble. Now there's 2 of you. You can pick who leads the battle and starts by pressing L1 and R1. Why don't you give it a go, huh? Go on, pick Esther.
Esther, I'll give it my all. Oliver, here goes nothing. Esther, give it my all.
Now Esther's in charge. Instead, see, she's what's called the leader now. And the leader can boss everyone around.
Oh,
See
wow.
the tactics command down by there?
Yes.
Pick it, and you can tell your buddies what you want them to do. Easy peasy. And to change leaders mid-battle, just press L1, followed by a little tap on the old up and down. Look at there, enjoy being a gruesome twosome. So, how AI usually handles it is that they just send out their most useful familiar for the situation. I'm trying to... There we go. So you can also just tell them to do what you want. I'm just going to say do what you like. And Esther can also do what you like. It's like for target, so I always say attack a different target. Attack the leader's target, we're going to say. So let's go ahead and do this. As Oliver gets destroyed. Yeah, she has songs. He's going to heal up Oliver really quick. Oh,
Oh my god, yeah, there's so much going on.
You see how slow he is? Also, bunches are so really annoying. So, Chirpy Tune, this restores everyone's health at once. It's an AoE heal. I don't sign everyone.
He just lied.
Yeah, I did, apparently. Oliver's still getting beaten up. I will swap back to Oliver, though, because...
yeah, Oliver's out here and got freaking Aurum trying to fight these things.
Yeah.
Oh, he also has no magic.
He also doesn't have any magic. Well, it'll be fine, I'm sure.
We're supposed to kill ads first. Oh, that was a nice counter.
Well, currently Esther's the leader, so... Actually, I think I might need to... yeah, he's the leader. That's who we started with. I'm gonna fight out these guys. I also swap back. I think, yeah, we can select tactics here, too. Nope, didn't mean to flee from that. Yeah, so he's Oliver's the leader. Oh, I still attack a different target. There we go. Alright. And yeah, they will basically just, like, break their, familiar's, stamina. There we go. They're a little,
oh my God.
their AI is a little support. So that was only bad because I didn't have any magic. Oliver would probably actually be casting spells if he could. Fine work, Oliver, if you say so. Your magical abilities are indeed impressive. Are you sure? As zero to purr with your familiar, daughter.
Hee, I do my best. You know, Oliver, I'd love to try fighting with your familiar sometime.
Huh? You can do that?
Of course. All you need to do is switch your familiars around. Just select friends and familiars from the main menu. Trust me, it's really easy. Select a familiar, press square, and then choose where you want it to go. Do that, and we can swap familiars.
Gee, that's pretty neat. I had no idea.
Hee. Yes, you can control my Drongo as well if you like, Oliver. In fact, everybody has a type of familiar that they get on especially well with. use the type of familiar that's right for you, and their performance will be that much better. You can check what types of familiars you get along well with by selecting friends and familiars from the main menu.
Right, I don't chit-chat you two. We need to get to that Temple of Trials, innit? Indeed. It is located in the northeast of the Shivering Sands. I suggest we get there immediately. Alright. First, we're going to heal. But also, yeah, so we can actually swap. We can actually give our familiars to other people.
You should give her both the healing ones.
So as you can see, Oliver likes knights, bugs, and dragons. And Esther likes aquatic, birds, and I think that's plant. So I guess we can just go and give her Aurum.
And then you should tell her to focus on healing. Keep me alive.
Actually, both out of MP. So you may have noticed also, I want to keep this in mind. Don't forget, the familiars use the wielder's MP. Did you see how much MP Esther had? She has 29 compared to Oliver's 51.
My God.
So yeah, so you can tell her to heal, but she's not gonna be healing for very long.
She'll heal for very long.
No, we'll see, won't we? I do recall Green Bunchers being really annoying to fight, though. Okay.
So Esther uses both those familiars better?
Esther only uses birds better. So that, like her Drongo. Her Drongo is a bird.
Oh, okay.
No one can command fairies well.
Maybe we should both have a heal then. Oh no, all he does have a heal.
Yeah, he has himself. Although he's probably not going to prioritize using heal. Well, I say that. I say that like I fully remember. From my recollection, he doesn't often heal. I guess I can just set his tactics to heal if I need him to heal.
Our tactics need to be focused on healing.
We're under attack.
We're under attack. Okay, so we have to go and deal with a sunshine and a bonehead. Take a guess what sign the sunshine is.
I think it's a sun sign.
You would be right. I think it's about to use a fire spell. Good thing I stopped it. It's about to use Hot Huff, which is like a fan-shaped fire attack. Ow.
Oh, dude, she just destroyed that.
Use Water Bomb. Now things are gonna start getting busy, as you saw the first fight.
Yay.
1 down, 9 to go. Don't forget we had to kill a bunch of boneheads. Which
I
is
did
we
not
do along the
forget.
way. Turret Bandit coming this way.
Oh. Thought you were about to let it get you from the back.
Oh look, another buncher.
Stay calm now.
I'm just gonna...
Roast this thing.
Yeah.
You always gotta kill ads first.
We need to stop that from happening first. Although maybe I can actually lock it down one way. Because he was like, he's straight out to keep telling her to do that. There we go.
Oh, that's how you do it.
Is that what you think? Ooh,
Oh!
weak to water.
We did it.
Yo, she's kind of slaying right now.
Works for me. We have to make our way to the Temple of Trials, which is where I'm heading next. On the way, I'm going to try and kill as many boneheads as possible. If only we had a fire spell. We're about to get destroyed again.
If only we just pulsed.
I guess I should demonstrate
Oh.
Pulse. So Pulse is just a non-elemental magic attack. Does a lot of damage apparently.
Yeah.
That hurt. Condemn yourself, fiend. I should be using, I should be using Frostbite. There we go.
Vito!
Oliver flies solo. So like I was saying also, Oliver is by far the most versatile human party member that we have right now.
I don't know. We haven't even seen Esther. She did that song that one time.
She has one healing spell, but also her physical attack isn't too great either, and she also doesn't have any attack magic. So you have to.
Oh, we didn't read the book on Drongo.
Oh yeah, we can do that too. We have a lot of stuff to read right now. I guess we'll start with Pulse, since we just used it right there. Unleash a wave of pure energy upon your enemies. This spell allows the caster to unleash a powerful shockwave that will flatten anything in its path. Though a weapon first and foremost, Pulse is surprisingly versatile. It can be used to give distant objects a nudge, and for any number of other purposes besides. Note that it is best to calm one's mind before casting this spell. Excessive anger produces an unpleasant recoil effect. Also, I already said Frostbite.
It's a TK move.
Yeah, it is a TK move. It just does non-elemental damage for magic. But it costs 9 MP, and it's also really strong, as you saw. Anyway, secret ingredient. Magically prepared food has a certain blissful flavor when dishes cooked in an ordinary oven simply cannot compete. However, it has long been a belief amongst the non-magical that those who regularly eat food prepared this way will eventually forfeit their soul. Though this suggestion is almost certainly baseless, the sages agree that it's better to use the spell in moderation. Cook real food.
Okay.
Here you have puppet string. This spell allows you to manipulate any object as if it were a puppet on a string. From the moving boulders out of your way to having dolls pull distant levers, its uses are manifold. Note that puppet string may be used to control inanimate objects. Any attempt to use a spell to dictate the actions of another living being are doomed to fail, and unwizardly besides. What else we have? We have magic lamp. This spell brings a warm glow to the dingiest dungeon crevice. Though it only burns for a short time, the magic lamp shines as brightly as the sun itself. Just be sure not to fall into the same trap as many a foolish wizard before you. A lamp does not overcome the darkness, and it does not protect you from it. The darkness remains. It is something to be feared. Little ominous. You also got draw poison from Horus. Nothing perturbs a wizard more than poison, and with good reason. Even small amounts have been known to cause untold distress. Should you or your companions be affected in such a manner, be sure to use this magical cure. No matter how deeply poison has taken hold, there is always hope if you are able to draw this rune.
Okay.
Response, everything. And last up, we also have the Drongo, who is avian, who should be right here. Right there. Drongo, creatures noted for having, for the single decorative plume that adorns their head. Though they do not enjoy fighting, they are capable of unleashing powerful electrical attacks when enraged. They are strong against water. They seem to have no weakness, but they are strong against water. And you can see their evolutions there too. Alright, let's make some way before we end the episode. So let's go ahead and head up this way. And hopefully won't be having too many problems with fighting. That buncher is really slow, thankfully. Wow, I can't believe we actually didn't run into a single bonehead on the way. Clearly they avoid this place.
A lot of bunchers.
The Temple of Trials lies on the other side of this gorge. Perhaps this is a good place for a moment's respite. Flip it, heck, man. I'm glad you suggested that. I'm a forest fairy, me. Me forest suit isn't even soundproof. Sandproof.
We're stopping already, but I could go on for ages yet.
Really? Aren't you a little tired? 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 It's so hot. It's so hot my tongue is tied. You'll endure far worse things at the Temple of Trials, Oliver. Gee, so the trials are pretty tough, huh? Indeed. That is why you must get some rest. I will keep watch. You will sleep. And stay close to the fire. The desert grows cold at night. All right, Mr. Rashad, sir.
Oliver?
What is it, Esther?
Why did you set out on this journey in the first place? Most people wouldn't dream of taking on someone like Shadar.
Well, it's my mom. I have to save her.
Your mother?
Yeah. She died, saving my life. But Mr. Drippy says there's a way to help her here in this world.
So, you've come here to save your mother?
Yeah, I guess.
Dang. I forgot about
Wow.
that.
Did you?
Huh?
Doing all this.
Forgot about the
Someone
protagonist's
you love.
prime motivation.
I just think that's amazing. I wish I had as good a reason as you for making this journey. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean I wish that.
It's okay.
Hmm.
But
Yeah, it's kind of insensitive.
Shadar is incredibly powerful. He breaks the hearts of anyone who defies him. So no one dares to resist. And they say no one can defeat him.
I know that. But I have to.
You have to try, right?
Dang, he got so much conviction.
It's so strange. You don't
So much
look powerful in
courage.
the least, but somehow
So much
you know
enthusiasm.
you can beat him. I wonder why.
Surprised you didn't comment if I could say she doesn't look very strong.
Anyway, enough of that. It's late.
I mean, I was alluding to that fact. He's got that courage, that enthusiasm, that kindness, that charisma, that four other things I don't know what they are. Good morning, Oliver. Did you sleep well?
Not really. Guess I'm a little worried about the trials.
Oh dear. Well, I hope you don't doze off in the middle of them. Though I have to say, I didn't sleep very well myself. Kept thinking about that girl, my other self. So strange. She's not like me at all, but it doesn't feel like she's a different person.
Well, soul buds get funny like that, ain't it? Different, but the same. There's profound. Anyway, are we taking the trials or what? Oliver, Esther, the temple of trials lies north of here. The trials that await you are unforgiving, but I have faith in you. Thank you, sir.
Let's go, Oliver. I want to show you how brave I am, just like Starry Mary did.
She doesn't know that name. That gives us another story.
Ugh.
Sixtail, my other self.
Ugh.
Quite a lot, huh? Don't worry, there's only 12. We'll eventually catch up.
Uh,
So I think we'll actually end it there. We're gonna enter the Temple of Trials next time. And until then, we'll see you guys later.
later.
You already did that exit.
I know.